Wait, so where are we now? Because I'd say it's about the middle of the morning, right? We'll fast forward from here to the part about the reservation agent. I meet at a hotel in the town of Hot Springs, South Dakota. Her name is Georgia. But Georgia will introduce me to her cousin Lisa. And Lisa will introduce me to her best friend, also named Lisa. And the second Lisa's husband, Aaron. The three of them are all students at Sinte Gleska, a university about 3 hours east of Hot Springs. Well, Georgia also introduces me to the owner of her hotel, a woman named Kara, seen here, seated in the coffee shop on the first floor of her hotel. In a week, I'll pull into Minneapolis and read over the notes I've kept since leaving Denver, and realize that I wrote nothing about Georgia, save her name at the bottom of the hotel receipt. Well, this is worth mentioning, because you'll never see Georgia, but directly or indirectly, she orchestrates every encounter I have with people over the next week, even the ones that seem to occur before we meet. After spending a long weekend in Vegas with friends, I decided to go camping for a few days in Rocky Mountain National Park, which is about a half hour northwest of Boulder in Colorado. I figure a good spiritual cleansing is in order, which I think involves backcountry camping and long hikes. It's like I forgot I spent the past 3 days in Vegas with a bottle of Patron and a carton of cigarettes, because my body declares that my mind is full of shit, and declines the invitation to go hiking. At 11,000 feet, cleansing ambitions quickly devolve into cramped legs, making lame rip-offs of Andy Goldsworthy sculptures and staring at a lake. Inhale a thoughtful piece of architecture after spending 3 days in Vegas and 3 more amid the Rocky Mountains. Even if it's mediocre, it's like a head rush from a morning smoke and a cup of coffee. When I was in Vegas, I barely ever spoke to my friends about my trip. Well, they asked about it. But, I mean, for me, my buddy's marriage and acting stupid were more pressing concerns, and I just told him to watch the videos, and we joked more about diamonds and rings and balls and chains. But for 3 days of camping in the Rocky Mountains, I had time to think. I thought about my trip so far, but mainly I thought about how I had let that part about re-education slip between the seats. I knew what I knew about the buildings I had come to see, about how I didn't like the Denver Art Museum, and about all the climate controls on the Phoenix Central Library. Well, these things I already knew, but none of this is enough. Journeys suffer at the mercy of expectations. What I intended to find were new teachers.
Rhythms and sounds and leaps and bounds, scales and notes and endless quotes.